Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's the Goddess Naturally over here, Divinely Guided Goddess Reads LLC. I'm back with another video. Back with a video. Listen, back with a video for you tonight. What's good? I'm sending y'all so much love, light, peace, powerful, and positive energy. I miss you guys so much, and I'm anxious to do this reading for y'all. I'm anxious to see what energy is going to pop out tonight, okay? If anybody is going through anything, I see some birthday candles or something like that. I see somebody departing as well, like somebody saying goodbye, literally waving their hands like goodbye. So there could be some type of departing. There could also be some type of birthday function, a birthday party, okay? Some type of celebration. I'm seeing candles on top of a cake, okay? All right, so let's get it. What energies are for the collective? What energy? Okay, we have wow. We have Canary Spirit. Whoa, we have Butterfly down here. Transformation. This is a change. Something coming from one way into another. More beautiful, more brilliant, more alive, with some type of newness or freshness about yourself, okay? We got Sing Your Own Song. The Canary Spirit in reverse is card 12, okay? And we have Moth Spirit also in the protection position, okay? Surrender Now, card 39, okay? All right, because 9 and 3 is 12, which is 12, and it's all a 3. So you could be seeing numbers 33, okay? Or 3s could be significant, 12s could be significant for you. Also 1111, 111, 222. Look, so many synchronicities out here. 555 as well, okay? Okay, so the Moth Spirit is in reverse, and the Canary Spirit is in reverse. Sing Your Own Song. Surrender now. And it doesn't just say surrender, it says surrender now. So there's something that you are doing now. This is something that is occurring in the present, okay? I can see you wanting to spread your wings. And I can see you being very misunderstood at this time as well. I can see a very misunderstood energy where people think that your intentions are one way, but really your intentions are motivations. Everything about you is going in a different direction. Nobody understands you. You could be trying to speak with people, and it's just like they're not picking up on what you are saying. It's like you're speaking a different language when you're talking to people, so you remain silent sometimes. But you're so unique and you're so brilliant. You have the ability to do things that others can't, and it's not that you just don't fit in. You're not supposed to fit in. You're different. Embrace your uniqueness. Embrace your uniqueness. And it's like you have so many multiple parts of you, so many different senses working as well, you guys. So many different gifts activated within you. You have so many different abilities. That's why people don't understand you, okay? And it's because you're not like them. It's because you're not like them. It's like if you're trying to be, it's like a bird trying to be a cat. A bird is not a cat. It's not the same. It's different. How can I ask you to be something that you are not, that you're not capable of doing? Fitting in a box is not you. Walking a straight line is not you. You were born this way. And maybe sometimes you have to fly alone. Maybe this transition requires you to be alone. And this is why you can't communicate with anybody. It seems like things are going all in different directions. Your words are getting misconstrued, and it just makes you more upset than anything. Okay, but there are people watching you. Also, I see some type of lights. I see something going on at night. Okay, somebody could be in the dark. Okay, or something happening with this moon and the stars, the trees at night. But also just learning that you have to go through this alone. Nobody can guide you through this. You have to go this way alone for at this time. This transformation is requiring you to be alone, to change, to spread your wings, to expand your horizons, to fly. Some of you might be actually flying or being called to fly. Okay? Taking a trip. And it just requires you to be alone. So don't feel bad. Go through it. You're going through a process. You're totally different. You're totally new. So of course some things are gonna fall away. If you're a caterpillar and you turn into a butterfly, and it's this process, and then it's like people seen you and knew you one way, then you disappeared and went and hide, and now your whole life changed. Now you don't even crawl on the ground with them niggas no more. You be flying and shit. You can crawl on the ground if you want to, but why when you can fly? You know, you still have that ability. You still have those same gifts that you had, but you got to upgrade. It's almost like Pokemon, you know, the more evolved version, okay? I don't feel like you've reached your fullest potential, but you're on the road to discovering more and more and deeper about yourself, your gifts, your talents. And sometimes it requires you to be alone or to be in solitude. Sometimes you don't have to fight against that. With that surrender now, don't fight against it, okay? Don't fight against it. Go with it. It's what's best for you. It's going to put you somewhere where you thought that you couldn't be, or have you doing something that you thought you couldn't do. All right. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna pull one more of these, and then I have this other tag. One more. All right. We have yet another bird. Okay, we have also the chameleon spirit. Act as if everything is in reverse, except for the bottom cards. Trust the great mystery. Okay. And this is card 65, which is an 11. Just like the last bottom card was number 11, we have another 11 at the bottom. Transformation was number 11. Okay. We have card 14, chameleon spirit. Act as if, which is a 5. 1 and 4. Okay. 1 and 4 is a 5. Okay. Now we have eagle spirit in reverse. 2 and 3, which is another 5. Okay, a lot of synchronicities. We have trust the great mystery. I see a meetup here. If this isn't with yourself, it's just like you're facing yourself. It's like you're coming into contact with higher spirits and higher dimensions, a higher form of yourself, whatever you want to call it. Okay, you're coming into contact with it, and you are merging with it. You're staring your old self in the eye, and you're gonna get this transformation. Okay, you're gonna totally be something else. And being comfortable with who you are. Okay, with this chameleon spirit, act as if being comfortable with who you are. It's like a standoff between you and spirit. Spirit is being very stern with you right now. You want to keep your eyes and your ears open, and you want to make sure that you continue to listen to your nudges and your guidance system when it's alerting you to some things. And don't act like you know everything. Be a student. Be a child. Okay? Even a childlike. Be childlike. And be open to learning new. There's time for some type of upgrade or advance. And some things may be a mystery. And there could be just two different options or two different decisions here for you to make. And you have to choose the higher one. One would be like, I don't want to say downgrading you, but you're higher than that. You're higher than that. You've learned a lot. I also see there's going to be some type of standoff or some type of showdown here. Okay? There's definitely some type of standoff or showdown here. And Spirit is clearly going to win. Okay? Spirit is clearly going to win. And it's like getting a scolding from Spirit. Spirit has your back. It's trust in Spirit as well. You're being called to trust. All right, what message for the collective? Well, all right. This card has been coming out. Do you hear me? Clean slate. And there's an energy in the collective where people are getting a clean slate. Karma is being set to zero, like things are balancing out. This is a fresh start, a reset. All right, we got disregard. This is in the upright. Clean slate in the upright. We have the otherings in reverse. So disregard the hate. Disregard the arguments and the petty fighting and start over. Sometimes you have to let certain things go. Sometimes you have to just be the bigger person, okay? It's calling you to be the bigger person, okay? This has been a cycle of fighting here, a cycle of battle between you and someone else, or your dark and your light side. There could be being a battle, and this is ongoing, this beef. It's ongoing. But look at the bottom, we have completion. It's gonna be completed. It's being wiped away. It's been ongoing, but it's a clean slate now. Disregard the bullshit. Act like you don't see it. Let everybody else be swept under the current and you just ride with the waves. Do not ruffle your feathers, or do not let others ruffle your feathers. That cycle is over with. Yeah, that cycle is over with. All right, we're gonna pull. We're gonna pull. Shit. Sorry. We're gonna pull one of these for the final message, okay? And also, I'm hearing be obedient. When Spirit, it's a call for you to be obedient to yourself. Be submissive to your spirit. Allow things to happen. Don't have your guard up so high. Trust your intuition, okay? All right, this is the advice. What advice? What advice do we have? All right. We got card 28. We have one behind it. Let's see what it is. It's card 39. It's trust. Okay, we got words. Okay, 28 fairies, words. And then we got 39. Trust. Something about trusting and words here. Let's see at the bottom. Dedication. We have the wild swans. We have dedication. Oh, wow. Somebody is very dedicated into, somebody has a purpose. Somebody is very dedicated to their purpose. No matter what cost, or spirit is asking you to be very dedicated to your purpose, no matter what the cost is being asked of you. And others may look at you and judge you and think that you're crazy and don't understand why are you going after this specific thing. So even some would say obsessively, you know? Why are you so dedicated to this? Why are you putting so much energy into this? You're a madman. You're a mad woman. Okay? Let's listen to words. I don't think I pulled this one. I'm anxious. I love to read these. Listen. Brute force or bribes of diamonds. Diamonds is very significant at this time. They can amplify your energy at this time, or somebody could be giving you one. You could be missing one. They are very significant. I feel like a lot of you are diamonds, or a lot of pressure is being placed upon you so that you can reach your full potential. There's something more to you, something deeper. You can push a little further, a little harder. Okay. Brute force or bribes of diamonds bend others to your will, but gentle words have greater power and gain more conquest still. When the princess in this fairy tale speaks, jewels fall from her lips. Here even the dragonflies and magical creatures hover, already adorned with her gifts, awaiting for her next word. This is a symbol of treasure of a tale, in which one of three sisters is so sweethearted that even though her siblings and stepmother have never loved her or spoken a single kind word to her, she is still pure in heart and kind to all. She, as one of her many chores, goes to the well to draw water, a symbol of drawing upon ancient primal energy and memories. An old woman asks her to give her a drink. She is kind, and of course she dips the ladle into the well and pours the sweet water into the parched lips of the old woman, who revealed herself to be a fairy. And this fairy blesses the girl for her goodness. And after that, every word that comes from this girl's mouth is accompanied by either a flower or a jewel. This blessing is simply a representation of the girl's essence and her soul, which the fairy woman, with her ability to see through the heart of a human, has recognized and rewarded. When her stepmother sees the girl and watches diamonds and rubies and roses and lilies fall from her lips, for the first time she values her daughter. She demands to know why she has been gifted with such riches, and when the girl explains, open-hearted as she is, the stepmother sends her to the well to do the same. Sends her sister to the well to do the same. But the fairy is not foolish and disguises herself once again. And so while the sister is expecting a little old woman, a glorious queen comes forth and asks for a drink of water. Instead of obliging, the sister rolls her eyes and demands she go on her way. Of course, the fairy then returns this action with toads and worms falling from this sister's lips. The mother blames the good sister for this misfortune and banishes her to the forest, where she meets a king's son, a hunting, who asks her why she is there alone and so sad. When she tells her story, he values not only the jewel that springs forth, but her beauty, her honesty, her grace, and her dignity. Of course, the story ends with the king marrying this girl. So rich is beauty, kindness, intelligence, diplomacy, and eloquence. And the sister who speaks so cruelly and cursedly dies a sad death. This is a story about appearances, about good manners and good-heartedness, being for everybody. It is about how, especially when we have no advantage in doing the right thing, we do the right thing anyway. When this card comes to you, you're being asked to watch your thoughts within your head and change them and to speak words of beauty. This does not mean to flatter or give in to falsehoods. It is though to find the beauty in yourself, people, the world, in every situation, and speak with this beauty and from the beauty within. To do this, we must alter any ugliness or distortion that originates within our own mind and leach ourselves of the toxins of ugly thoughts, that the kind that can poison us from within. You're being told that if another seems to have what you desire, you cannot just suddenly create it. There is work to be done at the deep level of thought, and in time, when you have worked on your own mind, your own consciousness, and your own energy, the words that fall from your lips and energy that pours from you will be as the jewels from the lips of the princess. This will be the external evidence of the great beauty within you. But if you resist this and do not do the work at a deep level first, you will never find the right words, and you will find whatever poison you do not clear from your mind and heart will somehow leak into the world through your words and deeds. Clear yourself, do the work, and the beauty you have to offer the world will come from you as naturally as rain falls from a cloud, as perfect as a sunrise. This is so amazing. I really, truly love this. This is what we're supposed to be doing every day, watching our words and watching our thoughts and what we manifest, okay? So pay special attention to your thoughts and your words at this time. I feel like your dedication to this, or spirit is asking you to be dedicated to this, to surrender to this, to frivolously and to obsessively. To seek spirit and to cleanse your mind, your body, your soul. Okay, and then we got the trust card, the wood maiden, 39. Whoa, such a powerful message tonight. The maiden smiled at her and said in a sweet voice, "Basuka, do you like to dance?" Her manner was so gracious that Basuka no longer felt afraid and answered, "Oh, I could dance all day long." A tale of a little girl living alone with her mother in a tumble-down cottage and two little goats. The little girl, despite her circumstances, is always cheerful and in good spirits. Her energy is a delight to be around. She loves the birch wood near the cottage where the goats are pastured and the warm times. Her job, in the warm time, pastured in the warm times. Her job is to care for the goats and spin their fleece throughout the day. Be sure to bring home a full spindle, Besuka, for this is her name, is told each day, and she does. She would go to the birch wood with the trees, and with their embrace she would dance and invent wondrous games and sing to the goats, to the trees, and to the birds. She would win the goat's fleece, or wind the goat's fleece about her head and dance after a time of this. She would go beneath a tree and begin to spin the wool, humming as she went about her work. Each day her mother gave her a piece of bread, so she was not too hungry and happy. Besuka had no distaff, so she wound the flax around her head, and then she took the little basket and went romping and singing behind the goats to the birch wood. When they got there, she sat down under a tree and pulled the fibers of the flax from her head with her left hand, and her right hand let down the spindle so that it went humming among the ground. All the while she sang until the woods echoed and the little goats nibbled away at the leaves and grass. When the sun showed midday, she put the spindle aside, called the goats, and gave them a mouthful of bread so that they wouldn't stray, and ran off into the woods to hunt berries or any other wild fruit that is in season. Then when she had finished her bread and fruit, she jumped up, folded her arms, and danced and sang. While in the birch wood, she would find wild strawberries and raspberries to eat and bring sweetness to her life, and never a frown nor a moment's discontent came over the little girl. She was a sweet and merry little shepherdess. Yet she worked hard and always filled the baskets with her spinning. So she was a great help to her mother, and the goats loved her dearly. One day, right as the sun had reached the highest, Besuka spread her arms and ready to whirl in her own invented dance of love to the woods, to life, but she was no longer alone. Before her stood a most beautiful maiden, dressed in a clothes spun from cobwebs, flowers of the forest in her hair, and a long golden hair which fell to her waist from the flowers of the forest in her hair. Besuka's mouth fell open in a perfect O of surprise. Besuka said, the maiden without moving her lips, do you love to dance? She was so kind, her voice is gently, and Besuka suddenly felt her heart filled with sunshine. Yes, she answered with a bright and sweet smile. I could dance all day long. So she and the maiden danced. As they danced, tall, slender beings with hair of gold and skin of white came forward, playing instruments made of wood and stone, delicate as flowers, and the music was the sweetest ever heard. Birds joined them in the sun, a song of the wild things, enchanting unlike any other sound heard by human ears before. Besuka forgot everything but the dance, so complete and alive she felt. They danced till the sun fell from the sky in a sudden dip, and when the last ray of gold penetrated from the forest, the maiden vanished along with the orchestra, and finally only the birds remained, singing the song to call their young to the nest. Besuka was unhappy for the first time. She fretted she had not done her work, and her mother needed her help. She fell to silence, and even the ghost felt her sadness and wondered at what was wrong. In this tale, as you can see, there's a balance between working and the life of dance. Besuka is both responsible and joyous and has that balance worked out until she is asked to dance with the fairy, and from the time forth she forgets her work. Although the fairy sees to it that her basket is full of spun fleece, Besuka shows for the first time guilt and longing and discontent. At the same time, she discovers ecstasy and abandonment of herself. The fairies come to her aid and give her a magical chant, reel and grumble not, reel and grumble not. And her basket is full each night, spun as if and indeed by magic. But her mother knows something is amiss. Her daughter is not the same, and she asks what is wrong. When Besuka finally tells her mother of the dancing and the fae, she breaks the spell and she no longer has the magical help. Her mother grumbles, for she knows her daughter had met a woods maiden, and who often dances little boys to death, but who can be kind to little girls and offer them their help and great riches. What are we to make of this tale? To never accept magical help. The parents should allow children time to simply be children. But before the spell is broken, little Besuka is given birch leaves from the wood maiden turns to gold. And although there are only a few, they suddenly have enough. Enough to buy a farm with good rich land and strong fine cattle and their own well and trees. Besuka could have dancing shoes and lessons and pretty clothes to wear. But she never attains the same levels of content as she had before meeting the woods maiden, nor does she ever reach the ecstatic heights the fairies' dance gave her. And she never meets the wood maiden, never again, even though she longed to dance with her every day. This is a card that encourages you to trust at this moment that although what is taking place seems unreal and you will doubt your own experience, you would do best to trust that it has taken place for a reason. The gifts you have been offered need not be questioned. It is a time to arrest cynicism and to be careful of who you share the gift with. Some will disbelieve you, and in some ways they will rob you of what is most precious. It is now a time to believe and to share and to know that there is an other world, a fairyland, and it is dancing all your allies at the time. Hold this gift and trust that it is as it seems to be. It is good and it is true. Trust in a gift given. Be content with simple things. A good nature brings great reward. Fairies come to the innocent and sweet of temperament. Even small rewards can yield great changes. Awareness can come at a price. Whoa. That story was nice. Y'all still here? Look, that story was nice. So trust in yourself as well, and watch your thoughts and watch your words. Make sure you maintain a balance as well. But also, make sure you maintain a balance. Make sure you seek spirit, but don't seek things where there isn't a balance in your life and everything falls away and then you become lost. But maintain a balance so that you grow at your or evolve at your highest potential. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in to Divinely Guided Goddess Reads LLC. Catch you guys in another video. Peace.